Kyal this side. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. And today is a very quick announcement about why you need a mentor if you are a trader. तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे और साथ ही में मैं बात करूंगा मेरी ट्रेडिंग जर्नी की and how I embarked upon time cycle and why timing the market has been a very important tool that I use for trading. It's a very, very important tool that I use for trading. And before I start, I would just like to tell you about a trader's psychology, right? So I'll very quickly explain about what I do, how I do things. But पहले मेरा background आपको मैं बताता हूँ. There are people who might be here for the very first time. So let me talk about my background. I'm an engineer. I worked with Lehman Brothers in 2008. Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. I lost my job. Job चला गया 2008 में. I had then no clue that what is happening. I was all excited to be in a US investment bank, and I was in US for some time. I worked in London. I was astonished to see यार bankrupt हो गया, उसका मतलब क्या होता है वो भी पता नहीं था. But once that bankruptcy happened, it was an eye opener for me. I realized that यार life में कोई भी चीज certain नहीं है. So first thing that I realized is that you need to have some kind of a security or need to have a source of parallel income or maybe passive source of income. कि यार अगर जॉब चला गया क्या करे आगे क्या करना है पता नहीं है, all of those things. So that was the first thing. I cleared all 3 levels of my CMT, chartered market technician, from US in just 1 year of time. It's a US degree. In just 1 year of time, I cleared all the 3 levels of the CMT. Why I did that? The passion that I was driving to clear all 3 levels in 1 year was, why did Lehman stock collapse? My question mark was just that, यार Lehman Brothers ने bankruptcy file की, क्या मैं ये पहले से पता कर सकता था? And when I started studying about CMT, I wanted to know everything as much as I can about technical analysis, as much I can learn in the shortest possible period of time. I have been trading market since much before 2005, 2006 का penny stock crash भी मैंने देखा है. Then, but 2008 shifted something within me. I realized that कि यार जैसे नहीं चलेगा. मतलब अगर आपने penny crash देखा है फिर भी आप नहीं सीख पा रहे हो, अभी तो bankrupt हो गई आपकी कंपनी जहां आप जॉब कर रहे हो. How are you going to be, going forward with that? So I cleared all 3 levels in 1 year. I realized that one thing in that period of time, I realized one thing, Bhav Bhagwan che. Price is God is what I realized, not now in 2008, because Lehman stock prices continue to collapse on the downside despite of whatever everyone was talking about. And this was written on the card कि bankruptcy हो सकता है because stock prices went from $40 to 10 to 5 to $1 and few cent. वहां तक आ चुका था. The fundamental guys were constantly telling that it's a fair value, it's undervalued, it's just the sentiment. Boss, it's not the sentiment, it's the future that is being shown in the stock market. You are seeing the future. होता है ना, आज से आगे क्या होने वाला है 3 महीने बाद ये स्टॉक मार्केट आपको आज दिखाता है. लेकिन the point is, do you know to read it now? That's the question. If you know how to read the stock market now, you know what's going to happen 3 months down the line. People think the best of the GDP figures actually come when the market is forming a low. Nahi. Best of the GDP figures, best of the data will come when the market is at the top. That's what happens. So the stock market is a leading indicator. And that's why I did all the I did my CMT at that point of time. Then I started my journey, embarked my journey about looking at what to do next. So I started as a trader. कि यार बस हो गया जॉब अभी. As a trader, let me see how I can survive. And I started my journey from there as a trader using technical analysis. I was trading before using lot of news, lot of events, and बहुत सारी चीजें. Then I embarked upon wave theory. I learned wave theory, Elliott wave. I realized that यार Elliott wave बहुत subjective हो जा रहा है. मतलब अगर कोई और मेथड हो जिसको मैं उसे ऑब्जेक्टिव बना सकूं, can there be more rules to make it objective? Then I started learning about NeoWave and I implemented NeoWave. I think it was in way back in 2012 or 2011. I started my NeoWave practices and I started looking at a lot of things and I was like, wow, this is wonderful. Then along with NeoWave, I always wanted to know, is it possible to time the market? क्या ऐसा पॉसिबल है मार्केट को टाइम किया जा सकता है कि नहीं? That was the question that was troubling me big time. And I started learning about time cycles all the way from many places and from books, and तभी तो इतना YouTube channels भी नहीं थे. So a lot of learning happened from books. And I came across a book by on J.M. Hurst Time Cycles. When I started learning about that, it took me months or rather years. I'm a slow learner guy, but if I do it in a very, very disciplined fashion. And when I started learning about time, I was amazed to see how brilliantly it works if you know how to apply it. The challenge at that point of time was what in 2000, this I'm talking in 2013. The challenge in 2013 was that there was no such community, no such Telegram, no WhatsApp, where you can discuss this out whether you're doing it right or not. So you need a mentor is what I am trying to tell you, to exactly understand, यार ऐसा हो रहा है, करूं क्या मैं? मतलब ऐसा होता है आप लोगों के साथ में, if I have to ask you honestly, यार I'm just there, मतलब हो रहा है, मतलब पहुंच रहा हूं, बट कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो जाती है कि यार जो पैसा मैं बना रहा था, the winning position started, I started losing, or I made a lot of money and then I lost what I made and I'm now in negative, or I know how it works but I just not able to pull the trigger, or I'm just too fearful or anxious to do that. Tell me, does any of these things happen with you? If this happens with you, you are not alone. It happens with every single trader who is there. A mentor will tell you how to overcome that, how to minimize that. Every trader has certain weakness and certain strength. So let me talk about that. So what I'm saying is I started my journey right from bankruptcy as an eye-opener, learned about wave theory, started applying that, started timing the market. And that's where I realized, yeah, things are now working out. But it was not so, क्योंकि इसके साथ लगता है बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन जो है डिसिप्लिन. आर यू अ डिसिप्लिन्ड ट्रेडर? डिसिप्लिन ट्रेडर का मतलब होता है द वे इट वर्क्स इज दैट कि आप जो कर रहे हो, कैन यू फॉलो द प्रोसेस? सो आई कीप टेलिंग माय मेंटीज अगेन एंड अगेन द सेम थिंग. आर यू एबल टू फॉलो द प्रोसेस? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Keep doing it. Out of 100 times, are you ensuring that you are having an accuracy, maybe 60-70%, maybe you are losing 20-30%, but when you make money, are you making more? And when you lose less. That's the key. When you make more. When you lose less. I'm going to reveal one secret to you. Even if your trading accuracy in options is only 30%, option buying I'm talking about, it's only 30%. Still, there is a possibility of making a lot of money trading options. The key is to ensure when you lose less, but when you make money, you make a killing. That's how options work. But the problem is we are looking for 80% accuracy when we are trading in options buying, and whereas the mathematics doesn't allow that to happen very often. So what I'm saying is anything is possible in this market. And timing is very, very important. So the next journey that I had from that timing the market was on disciplining myself, ensuring that methods, the techniques that I am using, am I sticking with that method or not? And that took some time. And that is the most important thing that people fail to understand. And if I only had a mentor at that point of time, what I did in the period of 2008 to 2012-13, I took me 4-5 years to build up my method. That would have resulted and squeezed down maybe into few months. Who knows that? So the thing is, people say that, can I do trading myself by reading a book? Of course. Why can't you do that? I can do it, then you can as well. but are you committed enough? Are you committed enough? Do you have the perseverance? Perseverance मतलब यार never give up. 1 महीना, 2 महीना, 1 साल, 2 साल, 5 साल, 50 साल लगे, करना है तो करना है. That is the perseverance I am talking about. If you have that perseverance, then yes, you can do it by the reading the books. If you don't have that patience and perseverance, then find a mentor, because the mentor will guide you what you should do, how it works, and how you can get there. It's not only in the aspect of trading I am talking about. This is true in aspect of every single thing, every single place that you want to get somewhere. Only if you have a, don't you think if you had a mentor, or if you have one, life would have been such an easy way to get there. And वही चीज हम करते हैं जो mentorship में होता है. So the experience matters when you are trading. Even if I give you a system and tell you to follow step 1 to 5 religiously without a question, you will not be able to do that, because that anxiety, that fear of losing money, that fear of missing out will kick in. So it takes these fearful monsters has to be taken out, but you can minimize that with the help of a mentor. So क्या होता है दोस्तों, बहुत बार होता है कि हमें हमारे स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेस पता नहीं होती. So the first thing that we do in this mentorship program, which is going to start from 27th of July, is the mentorship we are starting day 1. The first thing that we do is introspect. What is our strength as a trader? What is our weakness? How do we overcome that weakness if we can overcome? How do we build up on the strength? People talk about that, यार मेरे को स्टॉप लॉस लगाने से डर लगता है क्योंकि मेरा ही स्टॉप ट्रिगर होता है और मार्केट रिवर्स होता है. ऐसा आपके साथ ही, ऐसा सभी के साथ होता है, बिकॉज उनको वही चीज याद रहती है जो पेनफुल है. जितने बार सेव हुआ है वो याद नहीं रहता. So the trading psychology is again very important. In a nutshell, a successful, profitable trading career requires, first thing, understanding of the methods and strategy. That forms nearly around 35% of it. Maybe technical analysis, any method that you use. The next is risk management and money management, which forms another 30% of it. The next is trading psychology, which forms another 30% of it. And the remaining 5% is your luck. If you are perseverance enough, luck will cancel out. Randomness cancels out in the market, which means if you are lucky this time, you will be unlucky next time. If you keep doing it, the probability of chance is going to cancel out, which means what will remain is pure method that you are following the process. So that 35% of technical analysis has to be combined with remaining risk management, money management, trading psychology. Once you have those tools in place, then trading can be something very powerful system. ट्रेडिंग करने से फिर डर नहीं लगता है, क्योंकि आपके पास एक मेथड है, एक टेक्निक है, एक वे है जिससे आप ट्रेड कर सकते हैं. व्हाट अबाउट द वीकनेस? एंड आई हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट. सो माय स्ट्रेंथ इज दैट आई विल नॉट ट्रेड अनलेस आई नो द रिस्क. इसका मतलब है यार, अगर मेरा स्टॉप लॉस मुझे नहीं पता है तो मैं ट्रेड करूंगा ही नहीं, और स्टॉप लॉस मुझे पता है तो वो स्टॉप लॉस ही होगा. अगर उसके नीचे मैं शिफ्ट नहीं करूंगा. तो बहुत सारे जन क्या करते हैं कि स्टॉप लॉस लगा दिया, अरे मार्केट जा रहा है, वापस शिफ्ट किया, फिर से जा रहा है, अरे वापस शिफ्ट किया, फिर सोचा छोड़ो स्टॉप लॉस निकाल दो. नो, दैट्स अ डिजास्टर. Okay, so applying the stop loss is very important, but you should know where to apply it correctly. क्योंकि आपने अभी तक स्टॉप लॉस अप्लाई किया रैंडमली, सो यू डोंट रियली नो कि स्टॉप लॉस कैसे अप्लाई करना था, कहाँ अप्लाई करना था. एंड इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू अप्लाई द स्टॉप लॉस लुकिंग एट द वोलेटिलिटी ऑफ द मार्केट. व्हाट इज वोलेटिलिटी? वोलेटिलिटी मीन्स यार, अगर मार्केट निफ्टी दिन का 200 पॉइंट बढ़ रहा उतर रहा है, देन योर स्टॉप लॉस कैन नॉट बी जस्ट 20 points. Even if you are trading intraday, your stop loss has to be much more. So understanding the volatility of the market, the stop loss placement should be done. So this is the second thing that we do. We introspect on day 1 of mentorship, understand strength, weakness, prepare an Excel sheet, we give a method, and then we come out with कितना capital है, उस पे कितना risk ले सकते हैं, क्या money management strategy होना चाहिए. And all of these I can say because I have done it, right? I've worked with hedge funds in US and UK. I've in fact even authored a book. ये शायद आपने देखा होगा कि नहीं पता नहीं. This is the book which I have written, published worldwide. in October 2020. And I own a resort, Cloud9 Hills Resort, which is in Lonavala. And जब वापस से कोविड लॉकडाउन हुआ, my resort was locked down. Now usually it is a very very anxious situation. यार आपका इतना बड़ा resort है, बंद करके रखा है. But I was not worried. Why? The reason being, I was trading, I was mentoring, and the markets were kicking. So that's why I was not worried about it. I was enjoying with the family. I was spending my time, and it was fun for me because you have that that environment which is conducive for me to trade without any kind of disturbance. So it's very important to do that. That's the strength I talked about, right? Disciplined. I'm disciplined person. I practiced a lot to become disciplined. ऐसा नहीं overnight हो गया मैं ऐसे ही born हुआ. No, I believe traders can be made. Traders are not born. Traders can be made, and that's very important. Now let me talk about the fear that I have. And so the first fear that every traders face is the element of anxiety, right? That happens, right? Because अगर यार ट्रेड लिया है, पोजीशन अगेंस्ट जा रहा है, अरे लॉस हो गया तो क्या, नहीं चला तो क्या, मेथड फेल हो गया तो क्या, fear of failure, that is what is keeping anxious. So in this mentorship program, which is starting on 27th of July, we also practice a meditative practice so that this fear can be reduced or eliminated. Elimination to nahi ho payega, nahi to moksha mil jata. So it can be reduced is what I am saying about. So next, if you have a series of loss, so for example, you lost strike 1, 2, 3, 4, will you still follow the process? That is important. So the weakness is that reducing that anxiety, reducing that fear, and eliminating the question of fear of missing out. I used to have that fear of missing out. अरे यार ट्रेड ले लिया होता तो क्या होता, मार्केट तो रैली हो गया, हो रहा है आप लोगों के साथ में, मार्केट हैज रैलीड, सो व्हाट टू डू नाउ, हाउ डू यू डू दैट, अभी रह गए क्या करें. Now the problem in that is that you don't really have to fear if you know options and if you know how to make use of option strategy. It does not matter where the market is. There is always a trade that you can find in the market, and there is always a winning trade you can find in this market, is what I would tell you. So when you know these option strategies, you will be able to trade well. So then we start in this mentorship journey. Day one is risk management, money management, understanding ourselves, applying stop loss basis of volatility, understanding stock selection. Then we move on to option trading and look at how options can be traded, what are the strategies to be formed, how to combine that KST Bollinger Bands technique together to form some trade setups. Then we move on in this mentorship. Then we move on to day 4, day 5 of live trading, doing it together in the market, seeing the market, what I make out, what is the chart suggesting. We do that together. And then we also create algos for stock selection, कि कैसे stock को select किया जाता है. I won a lot of times on CNBC Awaaz, Khiladi #1. I won on CNBC TV 18. You can see me on the business channels. So how do I select those stocks using an algo? क्योंकि यार 6000 stocks है, उसमें से कौन से stock को select करना है, and how to go about that. I do that. I select stocks basis of an algo. I do not just select stock basis of randomly यार 6000 में से कोई मिला देख लिया, नहीं. उसके basis पे volume plays a very important role. We look at volumes, we look at certain techniques of price action, and then we select the stock and look at wave theory if you are comfortable. So then from there, live trading, we build up on stock selection, we move from there to timing the market, because this mentorship journey is absolutely placed in ways in which I have built my trading career over the period of years until I know how it works. So then we move on to timing the market, because अगर options में buy करके पैसा कमाना है और time नहीं कर सकते तो पैसा बनाना मुश्किल है. Is it 100%? Absolutely not. If someone claims to be 100% right, boss, it's not possible. Is it worthwhile कि यार 70-80% accuracy मिल सकता है? Yes, that is possible. So how you have to go about it if you can time the market? So time cycle plays a very important role, because if you know on this day market has a trend changing event with price action confirmation. So bhav bhagwan che, samay balwan che. You need to club the mixture of both price and time. Once you have that mixture of both price and time, then your trading system goes a different league. Tell me, did it happen with you that if you would have entered the market just an hour before, would have been a different scenario? Or if you would have exited just an hour, maybe forget hour, कभी कभी तो होता है यार 30 minutes के बाद अगर exit किया होता तो कुछ बात ही कुछ और होती. So this entry and exit is also very crucial. So we time the market. In this timing the market, what we do is that we look at these techniques of Hurst time cycles. We prepare that. So we will create that entire ecosystem of how to time the market. Then we move on to the world of wave theory, starting with Elliott wave, Neo wave, and live trading में कैसे इन techniques को हम साथ में apply करते हैं. So in this mentorship program, which is starting in July, we are already in July, we will be looking at lot of aspects that a trader needs to build on. People are only building upon methods, not on the strategy that should be deployed in that market environment. And it is very, very important that you understand the जो method आपने सीखा है, वो method को कौन से market में apply करना है, that is very crucial. So if you want to build up, now ये होता क्या है? Timing the market मतलब क्या है? Timing the market means that we try to identify when is the possible low going to be forming in the market. Is it going to form after 2 days? It is going to form after 2 hours. And we try to do certain techniques. These are scientific approach, not developed by me. This is developed by authors century ago. And that we apply. Wave theory में क्या होता है? Elliott wave tells us how much is the maturity of the trend. What is the pattern that is forming in the current market scenario? Is it forming a diametric pattern? If that is the case, when is that we can take a trade? Elliott wave works fantastic when you are catching a reversal. Fantastic. And these techniques of timing the market, wave theory, Elliott waves, price action works on everything. You can apply it on stocks, you can apply it on commodities, you can apply it on forex, you can apply it on any and everything. Will these techniques works on intraday? Absolutely, because markets are fractal. जो टेक्निक आप इंट्राडे में अप्लाई कर रहे हो वो 5 मिनट्स पे कर सकते हो, 15 मिनट्स पे कर सकते हो, डेली या इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए भी कर सकते हो. So we develop methods that can be applied on any and every market. It can be applied in the US market, it can be applied in Indian market, it can be applied in any time frame and any asset class. Asset class, you can apply that on gold, you can apply that on, as I said, everywhere. So that method works. What we also do is we have a private Telegram group which is already formed for the mentees who are registering and entering into that private Telegram group. This Telegram group for mentorship participants are going to be there for lifetime. So that it's not only me, we call it as a Gurukul. It's everyone else who is also a part of this Gurukul can learn from one another, can look what the others are doing, understand what they are seeing in the market, what you are seeing in the market, and the learning process continues. This process of mentorship takes 3 months. Why 3 months? Because any habit to be changed requires 3 months of effort, perseverance. So 3 महीना अगर मैंने आपको push किया, and I'm very strict with that. I want you to be disciplined. I want you to share what you are doing. I am going to give you homework that you have to go through it going back to school. And that's how we do that. And post that 3 months, I see you. I am astonished because I have been mentored maybe thousands of participants, and the way they have behaved after 3 months is simply amazing as a trader. The way they discuss things, the way they look at charts, the way they look at markets, I am like, wow. Okay, कभी-कभी ऐसा भी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, in fact, कि I did not see it coming, but the mentees see it coming, and it is like amazing. So I am also active on the Telegram group because I learn so much from them. So that's the Gurukul, right? You learn from one another. That is very, very important. And this mentorship program is going to be an association for lifetime, not just one time. It's an association for lifetime because even after those 3 months are over, you will have access to certain exclusive webinars that I will conduct live, where you will join in, we'll discuss it out. Then the doubts will be, and a lot of things will be clarified, and step-by-step approach. Because I thoroughly believe, friends, ki traders can be made Traders are not born, and that works. And that's why I'm asking you, do you want to be a part of this journey of mentorship, which is starting on 27th of July, which is going to be an eye-opener for you? Your trading career will take a different leap altogether. So many times I get a question, if I'm a fresher, can I do it? Of course, it is much easier if you are a fresher, because being a fresher, I don't really have to make you unlearn things. होता क्या है ना, बहुत सारी चीजें हम गूगल से पढ़ के आते हैं और ट्रेड में डाल देते हैं. So you have to unlearn lot of things, which is not right application of that specific method. The next question I get is that if I'm already trading for 10 years, can I do it? Yes, but you have to put a little more effort to unlearn things. And not everything. If you are using certain techniques, which you think is good enough, I will refine that technique for you. होता है ना यार, नहीं मैं कंफर्टेबल हूं मूविंग एवरेज के साथ RSI और बॉलिंगर बैंड्स यूज करने के लिए. If I am comfortable with that method, I am not asking you to stop that method. I am asking you continue to use that method. I will refine that method for you. I will work on your weakness and try to give you a solution कि यार ये आपकी अगर weakness है, इसको इस तरीके से हम कम कर सकते हैं. अगर आप स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाते हो मार्केट में, तो आपको ये ट्रेड इस तरीके से करना चाहिए जिससे आप स्टॉप लॉस लगाए और ट्रेड करें. या स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाते हो तो क्या आप ट्रेड कर सकते हो. मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो हम बिल्डअप करते हैं, एंड दिस स्टेज विथ यू, because once you get change your habit, it stays with you, right? That is what we do. So the next point is, how much minimum capital do I require if I have to be in this mentorship program? I would say यार कम से कम 1 लाख रुपया तो होना चाहिए आपके पास में मिनिमम कैपिटल टू बिकॉज हम जब लाइव ट्रेडिंग देखेंगे या करेंगे, या जो मेथड्स मैं बताऊंगा आप उसके ऊपर प्रैक्टिस करोगे, उसके ऊपर ट्रेड लोगे, ट्रेड सेटअप्स मैं दूंगा उस पर आप ट्रेड लोगे, तो कुछ तो कैपिटल होना चाहिए. बिकॉज only if you have say at least a lakh of rupees, you will be able to do certain things, certain methods that I am going to give that. Next question aata hai, I'm just reading out the various questions that people have asked me over the various period of time. And the next question that comes is that whether if I'm applying this method, can I trade profitably from the very next day? No. Here the question is wrong. Next day से profit होगा मैं गारंटी नहीं दे सकता. लेकिन अगर आपने यही प्रोसेस को फॉलो किया, आपने 100 बार ट्रेड किया, क्या 70 बार पैसा बन सकता है और 30 बार लॉस होगा? यस. बट जब लॉस हो रहा है, आर यू मेकिंग इट लेस? इफ यू मेक अ मिस्टेक, आर यू कीपिंग इट लेस? सो यू नो एवरी ट्रेडर्स मेक मिस्टेक. अगर आपको लगता है मैं मिस्टेक नहीं करता, वैसा नहीं है. आई ऑल्सो मेक मिस्टेक्स. बट द क्वेश्चन इज, हाउ एक्सपेंसिव इज योर मिस्टेक? दैट्स द क्वेश्चन यू शुड आस्क. इफ द मिस्टेक इज टू एक्सपेंसिव, देन गड़बड़ है. The mistake, if you know you have done a mistake, are you rectifying that by getting out of that trade immediately or putting a stop loss so that you don't lose much? That's what it takes. And फिर क्या करना है यार? मेथड पता है, स्ट्रेटेजी पता है, मेंटर ने बात की है, बता रहा है, तो फिर किस बात का डर है? That's the point I am trying to make कि यार करना है तो करना है. And so be a part of this wonderful journey. I thought why not to talk a bit about my trading journeys, which I shared across with you all, and look at this mentorship journey. How can you be a part of this? How do you register for it, and what all things you will get? Because the link is shared across by my colleague. You can simply click on the link and register for this mentorship program, which is there. And iske baad mein, I'll also share the link with you all once again, just to be with you. यहाँ पर रजिस्टर करने के बाद में you get immediate access if you are registering it today, and if you, I'm sharing the link. If you are registering it today, you will get immediate access to the Master of Technical Analysis 12 hours of video, which starts a systematic way on what is technical analysis, mastering the methods of technical analysis, which starts with that. Today you will get access to 20 bonus videos, which bonus videos will be with you for lifetime. You'll get it today once you register. The next thing that you get access to, option trading ka Bollinger Bands ka KST video and option trading ka past video, which is again a 12 hours video. Option trading using technical analysis का access आपको दिया जाएगा. इसके बाद में आज इसलिए दे रहे कि before the mentorship starts on 27 July, you are prepared for it. And then there will be a live session of 3 hours which we are going to have over the period of 3 months. We'll meet once a week, and then over the period of 3 months we'll do that. We'll 3 sessions in a month we are going to have. We will have a live option trading program for 12 hours. Live program वो आप live attend करेंगे videos के अलावा. Then we will also have Master of Waves का live session which you are going to attend. You will also be getting in between that period, you will getting an access to Master of Cycles ka video, which is purely about timing the market. So I'm going to give you in a very systematic fashion all the Brahmastra that you need to use to trade successfully. Now, which Brahmastra you want to use is up to you. And one thing I want to tell you, it works. You should not think यार पैसा नहीं बनता है. Market से पैसा बनाया जा सकता है. There are traders, and I've been trading for more than a decade now. It works. I'm telling you honestly. अगर आपको momentum stocks identify करना है या multi-bagger stocks, so we are going to also look at those strategies. How to identify those stocks? Can I apply that method on 5-minute chart? Yes. If you are a scalper, want to get in, get out immediately, how to go about that? So ये सारी चीजें करेंगे दोस्तों. And the link is shared across with you all. I'm open for questions. I'm taking a very quick poll also with you all, and want to know if you are with me for a lifelong association on this journey of mentorship. On timing the market is what we call it, because हमारा focus है कैसे हम market को time करें, कैसे improve करें, कैसे हमारी trading को better बनाए और कैसे life transform करें. क्योंकि क्या होता है, whether you are doing a job, होता है ना यार, parallel source of income हो by trading options or maybe writing options or selling options. How do I create that parallel source of income? मतलब कैसे मैं करूं? ये सारी चीजों को एड्रेस किया जाएगा step by step. Systematic scientific process है ये. Okay, it's not just randomly, it's a systematic scientific process. Now you might be thinking why I'm so confident about it. Question आता है यार मैं capable हूं कि नहीं पता नहीं. मतलब you might think यार mentor तो अच्छा है, लेकिन यार मैं वीक हूं, मेरे को स्लो टाइम लगता है. You don't have to worry about that, because mentorship is not like any other course. Mentorship, it is the commitment that a mentor has to give it to you, that he will make it happen. That's the commitment I am giving, because I have seen a transformation. You know, the success for me is what I am able to transform people as a trader. And that is what I really love doing. That is what I'm passionate doing. क्योंकि मैं कर सकता हूं तो आप भी कर सकते हो. It does not require a huge IQ. यार आपको ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए. नहीं. It requires EQ, emotional quotient, which we will build up, and we will slowly get there. So that's the point that I wanted to make. It's very amazing journey that you are going to have. The pricing for today, if you are registering, is 1,20,000 plus taxes. You can click on the link which is shared across, and you can register using credit card, net banking, or any such thing. Bonuses that I'm talking are only for participants, are for people who are here with me, because as a giveaway, I want you to know I've spent so much time, I spent so much amount of money to learn where I am right now, and it is value. The value that I want to generate for each one of you is something phenomenal. और वो आपको अभी realize होगा once you join, and once you start going through the process, you will realize that यार मैं सोच भी रहा था. You know, that's how it happens at times, and that's how it is amazing, and it works amazing ways, right? I'm open for questions. So there are some questions which is coming up. How do I build my career in stock market? What to do? You don't have to do anything, Anup. To build a career in stock market, the first thing that you should understand is how this works. And we will combine fundamental. अगर आप पूछ रहे fundamental combine करेंगे कि नहीं? Fundamental, we look at P ratios by plotting a chart. We look at price to book value by plotting a chart. It gives a very different, a very different indication altogether when you plot a chart and look at those things. So don't worry about it. If you want to make a career in stock market, start with mentorship without hesitating. It will change the way you look at the market. Ajit Lokhande, what are we going to learn? You will learn what is required to be as a trader, right from price action techniques to time tools like time cycles, Hurst time cycles, to wave theory, Elliott wave, candlestick, right from Bollinger Band strategies, neo wave is what you will learn. So I will give you step by step everything. You have to start taking it. Okay, in a very systematic fashion. Padam Kumar Jain, can I pay for mentorship? Yes, the link will be shared across by my colleague. She has shared the link. You can pay on using that link. There is absolutely no problem. You can do that. Okay, there is another question that is coming. Sir, I do not have any software. You don't need a software. Okay, जो भी software है वो freely available है, उस पे use करके methods बनाएंगे, उस पे trade करेंगे. So no software required. Okay, there are many questions that are coming up for the mentorship, so please pardon me, I might not take all the questions, but the few which are very common to people. Sir, I have lost a lot of money. So can I become profitable? See, first of all, I will understand from you once you join mentorship that what is the reason you have lost money. So wo process hai. And once I understand, then I'll be able to give you a recommendation what you have to do so that you don't lose money anymore. Because losing money is not necessarily about your method. Losing money can be because you did something incorrect, which is not working. Or maybe you're not disciplined enough to put a stop loss. Gap ho gaya, to stop hi nahi lagaya. Hota hai aisa? Because of the gap. So I'll work on that, Mahesh. So don't worry about it at all. You can be a part of this journey. It's going to be amazing. Okay. I'll take another question here. I want to know if I am on the right track. How do I know unless I see you, unless you tell about me? In 3 months, the question is it sufficient to become an expert trader? Yes, because the part that mentorship plays is that a mentee can reduce your learning curve, which can take, years to build up, into a short capsule of time and give it to you. And yes, it can be done in 3 months. That's what. And it does not end in 3 months is what I'm saying. The learning continues. I still keep learning a lot of things and it happens. So the learning continues and it happens. And as I said, there is a private Telegram group where we keep doing a lot of things. So that way you will keep learning every single day. Okay, I'll just share the link where you are registering. This is the page. Once you go there, you can go on to the page. You can select mentorship program and you can register yourself by clicking on pay now. Okay, that's what you can do. Can I generate a passive source of income? See, passive source of income का मतलब क्या होता है यार, ज्यादा कुछ करना नहीं है. Yes, अगर आप option selling कर सकते हो and you don't have much time, okay, you have a full-time work and you can do option selling. Yes, you can do a passive source of income by selling options. So creating that portfolio of investment, उसको pledge किया, उसके against leverage किया, उसको option sell करके you can generate that. Weekly expiry right करना है, क्या करना है, all of those things. So options में specifically options master class जो हमारा होगा, option trading using technical analysis, उसका video recording मैं आपको आज ही दे दूंगा. तो उससे क्या होगा, you start learning that option trading and then we will build up more from there. So आज again I am repeating, what all bonuses you are going to get is master of technical analysis 12 hours today itself, option trading program today itself. Along with that, you will get access to the 20 lifetime bonus videos. Plus, you get access to the private Telegram group right now once you register. And also, you will be then slowly building up on that and the discussions will start on the Telegram, that we are going to do. And it does not matter whether you're a housewife, you are a full-time trader, you are an employee, you want to build up on career. It is for every one of you who is looking forward to make something fantastic out of trading, because I have done it and so can you. Okay, great. And I can think a few of you has already onboarded. So a very warm welcome to people who have been onboarding this, and we ensure to have limited participants so that, because it's a mentorship program. That's from my side, guys. And if you have any more questions, you can always reach out to us on 9920422202. And it's fantastic to address every one of you. Take that step. And for the bonuses I talked about is valid only if you're registering today. From tomorrow, the bonuses will not be applicable. And क्या सोचना है यार, मार्केट में हम इतना पैसा लॉस करते हैं, बट सीखने के लिए इतना सोचना पड़ता है. क्यों? Because this knowledge will be with you for lifetime. Okay, if I wouldn't have invested in my learning process in 2008 post the bankruptcy of Lehman, I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have authored my book, जो आप देख पा रहे हैं. I wouldn't have written that, and I am doing it. So I'm a passionate trader. I'm a passionate mentor, and I love what I do. If you want to be with me, but you have to burn with me in passion, then join this mentorship program. That's it from my side. Ashish Kyal signing off. Thank you everyone for joining in. And I've shared my journey. I'm sure yours will also be a beautiful one, which will be little striving that you have to do, little the first step that you have to take forward to make it happen. And we will do it together. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.